It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Steelers and the Bengals coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Strap in, the first of three on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Here we go.
Right to the air is Burrow. And that one too high and incomplete. Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11 MT, 11, 12, 11
now
mighty,
Burrow.
11 mighty.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Right 80. Right shot.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Good set.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT, 11 Thomas.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
go.
Burrow on play action. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
On one. Ready?
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll drop to throw. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Here we go. Back.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So 1st and goal, and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Back to throw, Fields. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. That's complete to the rookie from Michigan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
That one a first down pickup of 8. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game in the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense returns to the field. And they come in as the 3 seed in this, very likely the last home game of the season for them, even if they win this ball game. But while they would have loved that top spot and the bye that goes with it, they're still in a pretty good position.
Well, they certainly are. And let's face it, every team knows if they want to get to the Super Bowl, they're going to have to earn it. And even if you get the number 1 seed, you know you have to win 2 games against teams that are going to be riding high after big playoff wins coming at you.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter play.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Here we go. Dot.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Dot.
Burrow will throw.
Gesicki hauling in the quick throw.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now it's Burrow.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
11. 180. 180. Dot.
Now it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Zach Moss.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Escapes the defender. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
50 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. On play action, Fields. Pass complete, George Pickens with it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, one of the
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Again, it's Harris on second down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Fields now to throw.
Buying time to his left.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. Fields. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now Fields.
Flushed out right. Fighting through pressure. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Harris.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. 2nd and 9. Off play action, Fields.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Now it's Fields. They'll find Najee Harris.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They run for it with Harris. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
Harris.
And halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try and run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Now Burrow. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Now a short one to Gesicki.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. So we're at halftime of this. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, the Steelers. Ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the give, this is Harris.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
To throw is Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Fields going to change things up here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left.
And here's Freiermuth again.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. They hand this off to Harris. Able to power through.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
They run again with Harris. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
They'll roll him out right. Out to the right here to Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Fields. He finds Pickens over the middle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll run with Harris. Oh, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Here we go.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 11.
Now they go play action now. Burrow able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
11.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
11.
To the air again, Burrow.
Back to Renfro again, complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 14 yards that time for number 14. They run with Harris. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And here's Fields on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Justin Fields
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Here we go, here we go. White 80.
Burrow looking to pass. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Burrow.
He'll swing this out to Moss.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Now a 2nd and 2.
11 mighty. Turn.
Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
T.J. Watt charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
12.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson.
From the left hash, this from 34.
McPherson's kick is good.
And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, 4th quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
Warren will try the right side.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Now Harris.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Here's Fields.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Flush to his right. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
This is Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
11, 11, 11.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go, Scott.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So Burrow and the Bengals
down by 7, 2:16 to play. They need a touchdown here to try to force overtime, but they've got the support of this playoff record crowd. 1st and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Alex Highsmith
from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Burrow will throw. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Throwing, Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
The Steelers' offense and running back Najee Harris set to take over once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Don't jump, ready?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. This crowd has stayed with them throughout, but they need 2 late scores to advance in these playoffs as they've got a first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
11 MT, 11 Thomas, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. That's complete to Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Here we go.
A final shot now for Burrow. Now he steps away.
The Steelers going to survive and advance as we say so long.